Hey guys, thanks for checking out the Bucked Up Podcast. If you wouldn't mind just hitting the subscribe button, like, sharing the video, we have new episodes coming out every Monday and Thursday. Enjoy. This episode is sponsored by Exotic Roots Hydro, which I have to give a huge shout out to. They are a huge supporter of the podcast, and I'm really happy to be working with them. If you're ever in Rochester, New York, and you need to learn about any of your hydroponic needs, go to their shop. You can follow them at Exotic Roots Hydro on Instagram. Shout out their whole team. They have an amazing venue space. They're going to be putting on tons of events. Just make sure to follow Exotic Roots Hydro on Instagram. And if you're ever in Rochester, definitely stop by. Let's get back into it.
It was at this moment that he knew.
He bucked up.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you have fucked up.
But you didn't even
like
know.
Jump shot. Did
yeah,
you play
exactly.
basketball?
No, I just like the Benny shorts.
No, because
it's
you
fine.
tall. Like,
Yeah, I wasn't good at it. I played, but I wasn't good. My dad was like a D1 athlete.
what school you went to?
Providence College.
Providence College, Donnie
Yeah.
McGrath. You know a lot about college basketball?
Not a
I know
ton,
everything.
No. Are you? Wait, did you play basketball?
Yeah, I ain't go D1 though. I played for Martin Luther King and Yonkers,
Oh yeah.
varsity,
How tall are you?
5'10".
Oh, all right. But
All
you were
the holes,
good.
you know what I mean?
If you were like 6'6", would it be over?
If I was 6'3", because basketball is political.
Yeah.
It's not about how good you are. It's about how. So you got to think. You got to like hard work beats talent, because it's every great player you see in the NBA was the best player in their college team and in their conference, and then every great player in college was the best player on a high school team. So you see how that works? Like,
Yeah.
you're the best player in your high school team. That's gonna be the highest notoriety you ever get. You're gonna go to the next level, and then you go to college basketball. And this is what my coach used to say. Then that for some, that's the highest notoriety they're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to the NBA and be a bench player. Your whole life you've been a blue chip. You might not even have a contract. So think how great people like LeBron is, or
Did you have dreams? Like, did you
No.
ever think you were gonna
Nah,
make it?
I never knew I already knew I wasn't going. I did that shit because I went through the juvenile system. That's why I was in playing basketball, because out in the street I would have never even went to practice. Like,
Did you want to produce at all? Like, did you think
Nah.
that was gonna be your? Were you? What was your like? Did you have anything? Were you just kind of
some ignorant shit, and then own like a laundromat or something. That's what I was surrounded by, like something very local. I
Yeah.
still got that kind of mindset, kind of
local
like,
shit
yeah, like regional. Like, even with music, I don't want
with your chain?
Huh?
You got 183rd. Like, you're representative.
Oh yeah, that's a
always.
fact. All day, man. Facts.
But
yeah.
that puts on. That's what we were talking about before. It's like when you like when you show what you like if you like that.
yeah, I'm
type
who
of
I
shit,
am.
Then
Yeah.
other people are gonna like. You don't need to be bouncing out like doing beats like Cali beats or Atlanta beats. Like,
That's not gonna happen.
well, that's why we're saying before, like the iconic sound you
Like,
created.
I've used trap drums before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a little different. It wasn't, but I always did this too. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes your instinct, you might want to like, I want to use them type of drums too. It might just come out like that. But like, them wouldn't even rap to them shits.
To
Like,
trap
for real.
shit?
Like, so
Yeah.
if I got some shit that got like some trap drums to it, it's harder to get him to rap to it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's more versatile, but this is more experimental.
Yeah.
So with shit, he'll just go off his ear. With Lower, it got to be in a certain pocket already. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
totally. Well, that was like an ignorance thing that I came into, not like before this podcast. I knew nothing about. I just was a fan, and like I just thought, oh, any rapper could rap over any beat. It's just like,
No, the New York
Whatever.
rappers can.
yeah, but like,
He could. He done it.
I wouldn't like Money Game. Remember that?
yeah,
I did that beat too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
I would never rap over a beat like that right now.
And
But you got to find your. That's what we were talking
but
about.
you know why?
like-
You know why he does that? It's because all right. I'm not trying to appeal to nobody. There's enough money in this lane right here. I'm not trying to multitask. That's what he was saying. It's like that multitask shit is failure, in my opinion. Like, like if you meet a woman, right, and she got a 9 to 5. For me, I'm saying, not and I meet a woman, she got a 9 to 5. I know that works for me. I can't date a woman who fake is yeah, or do oh, I'm an entrepreneur, because you ain't, that shit ain't providing. So it's like one week you find I'm in music, so then you say, hey, you in music, I could just do that like you said, and then now it's like, well, won't you get them to do my podcast? That's for the week. Now everybody I know notable, you asking me to do your media shit. Then you'll just abandon that and say, hey, I see my homegirl doing t-shirts. That's failure shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit could bring me down.
You can tell when someone's trying to climb.
Yeah, and that shit'll tear me down because I'm so focused. That shit should be rubbing off on you. What do? If you are RN, just stay that. If you're trying to go to school to be a teacher, stay that.
That's my real problem though, is I always date girls who are way more successful than me. Like, for real. Because I feel like I have to like live up to the occasion, but then like that shit's hard. Like, you know, like I need someone.
It's annoying because think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you dealing with a woman, she'll tell you about yourself. You bringing
I'm
me down.
24 years old. I'm sorry. I said
you're very
girl,
young.
but yeah, I'm 24. Woman. I apologize.
Yeah, you know. No, but same thing.
No,
it's like just it's
my
just
hairline is like 36. But I can't pull up a hat though, bro. I look like a snowman when I have a hat on, bro.
The New York snowman.
Yo, I can't wear
Yankee
that. Yo, bro.
Yo, man.
With my fucking hair popping out, it doesn't work, bro. No, but woman, yes.
Oh yeah, so you know, a woman will tell you about yourself, like, yo, you ain't doing this, it's bringing me down. You could be treating her good, but they'll leave you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you don't stay focused. I need stability. Well, humans need it, men need it too, women need it, and it's just like, you know, that's like even with the independent. Back to what I was saying about him, that motivated me because I already take what I didn't need no motivations. I know I'm doing music. You feel me?
But you didn't always.
I didn't always, but when I did, I didn't have the hurdle he had. Well, it's not a hurdle, the blessing he had, rather. He had kids. I ain't have no fucking kids. All I had to worry about was rent and getting fly. That's it. So, and I'm renting a room because this is New York. Nobody was really doing a big willie like that back then. I wasn't making millions. But you know, if you're making like $3,500 a month and your room rent is $500, you got $3,000. Like I'll overroll into my next month with $2,000.
No, I feel you.
And I dated multiple times that much. We talking about 05, 06, 07. Yeah, Applebee's was for leaps back then. You feel me? So you just going through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But still, the reality started kicking in because, you know what I'm saying, you want a little more. Like I wasn't leaving 183rd back then. So like back to what I'm saying about him is when he like, yo, I don't think he noticed, but that was a light that went up in my mind, like, yo, you bought the studio equipment? Then he like, yo, I'm gonna bring this shit. One day he like, yo, come downstairs, help me upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck you mean, help you upstairs? So when I come downstairs, he got the studio equipment. He like, yo, you just gonna put it in your shit, because I live alone. He lived with a family. There's a crib is the office, so now we got 2 offices. We can never have enough. Yeah. Everybody gotta play their role. He ain't asked me, can he put his shit in my crib? But common sense would say, nigga, we putting this in your house, because I'm gonna come and record at your house if I can't record there. If I
can't be recording next to
if my money get funny one day, which his money ain't get funny, I don't know his pockets, but I'm just saying, I'm coming here and recording. And it's a people don't know how to take responsibility for real. Like I'm obligated to do that once he committed and I committed. We discuss everything, money, budgets, everything. Yeah. Like everything is discussed. You know what I'm saying? Because we doing everything out of pocket. And
a team is like a family. When you keep lies, when there's lies and like, I'm going to keep this from you or I'm going to keep this from you. It's like,
yeah, no, I'm too sensitive for that.
Digging,
so I start thinking in my head and I start making my own theories when motherfuckers making me guess.
That's what I mean. That's what you
Every human do it, but it's people make you ridicule you for that. And no, I'm not with that. If I got to guess, I'm going to go off of what I think then. Yeah. That's how I am. I don't play mental
that's led me to where I am
now. I don't play mental manipulation. Especially, me and him have had like not even arguments, but arguments. Mm-hmm. Me and Dizzo. But that's, if I don't have that with you, I don't fuck with you. Yeah. If I can't have an argument with you or so, I don't fuck with you.
Right, because if that's gonna be the end, like if us getting a disagreement.
No, he might be right, and I might just need a second to sit down and think about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come back like, yo, you're right. Let's do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real-
Especially
yeah.
when I see he put his best foot forward. He put his money where his mouth is. So that's I don't play petty. So now I'm like, yo, we out. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't agree with him, I'm still go. Like when he was recording the Static thing, any way he went, he ain't paying for my flight. But I'm going because it's motivational. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you supposed to morally go support. So now because I ain't doing the beats, I ain't spending no money to go with you out there. That's negativity. That's jealousy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not going to do that.
It's that
I was
famine
excited.
mentality.
He like, yo, we going to Louisiana. Nigga, I'm out. What's up? What we doing? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? How much I need to have? Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, well, what you doing out there? Oh, I'm gonna shoot a video I'm shooting with somebody else. I ain't do the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I ain't going. Know what I mean? Nah, I told my people, yo, I'm getting ready to go to Louisiana to go do this thing. And look, and doors open for me by doing that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Well, I was talking to this band out of Massachusetts, the Q-Tip Bandits, and it's a couple. And they're dope. I actually went to high school with the singer anyway. And they were like, someone told us that like the relationship has to come before the band.
Yeah, the respect, because that's where the respect
And that's
comes in.
not just like that, but like friendships, like that has to come
That's a
before.
relationship.
Yeah, that has to come before
Friendship
whatever the like thing that you're trying to put out is,
Facts.
because it's never
Yeah.
gonna work out that way.
And look, it's like when he get a look, I know I'm included. You know what I'm saying? When I get a look, he knows he's included. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I like. If I gotta feel like in the back of my head, like, yo, this motherfucker gonna hold it down. Like me personally, I'll still do whatever, but the money got to be there now, because we also get budgets and we getting money. We get money both ways. So like, you know, people talk about underground and we not. I don't consider us underground. No, I don't consider us the mainstream either, but we not underground artists.
Not at all.
Underground artists ain't shining like that. My man got the X6 2020. 2021. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man, because you had it. No, because you bought it in 2020 to 2021, because you know the cars come out.
Yeah.
The
I
next
got a
year car come out.
2021 Subaru Forester.
You still ahead of the curve, bro. But you know, seeing that, you know, we definitely ain't underground, because we not doing nothing we ain't supposed to be doing as far as how we get money. We not, illegal shit is behind us.
Yeah.
If it was that.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, if him having that shit, we definitely ain't underground niggas, because like that top shelf shit, we just wanted to have a reason to wear our new jewelry we bought. We wasn't on that bill. And look, you named a lot of motherfuckers we never heard of, so we wasn't like, oh, I want to see him or her or whatever. We went there, and I kind of was dragging niggas out. I'm like, yo, look, man, I got this outfit I want to wear.
I got a fit.
And niggas talk a lot of shit in music. I want to see how motherfuckers look up front. And niggas wearing 9 chains ain't even one of these. You feel me?
Yeah, but that's why you guys stand out, is because like so many people are rapping about shit.
What'd you say? Yeah, we kind of got a little uncomfortable. Yeah, like, let's leave.
But people rap about what they think people want to hear about.
Huh?
People rap about what they think people want to hear about, not
That's
like
the cookie cutter shit he was talking about.
yeah.
No,
Well, that's why fucking Dizza raps about shit that like
that's reality.
no one exactly.
He actually downplays how he live his life, because his life is really dope every day.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about real shit that the average person wouldn't know how to even fathom. But back to what I was saying, he's not an underground motherfucker either.
No.
So it's like you got Drake, and
But
then you
he's
got,
been grinding. It's not like
yeah, he went through that phase.
Yeah.
We all did. I was right there with him. I never
That's
took it
why I
there.
love the respect he shows like on the albums. Like he puts your names on like that shit. Like
Sometimes I get executive credit on shit.
yeah. That's
know what I'm
like
saying?
real, because like now everyone who listens to that project knows 183rd and Nimlo, because it's right there. Like
Yeah. And you know, like the independent game, I ain't really a fan of this shit. I like, you know, niggas be lying because they either they washed up or they don't have a drive no more. So they be saying independence. You know what independence mean?
what?
You don't know then, basically.
I mean, I do. Like no
No,
one.
because it is. What does
No, because
independence mean?
I will say this. All right.
The ghetto. I'm gonna give you
But it means no one is investing in your shit.
in other words, you pay for everything.
Yeah.
That's what independence in entertainment and business mean. People think independence mean what you earn, or it means what you give out. You know what I'm saying? That's what independence mean. It means
But
like what I
but
just
a lot
said.
of people get screwed out of literally their name.
What are you talking about?
Like a lot of people sell ownership of their literal name.
Well,
and then they can't make shit under their name because of
it's obligation. Yeah, that's not getting screwed. That's obligation. That's really a partnership. Because if you sign to a label, see a lot of niggas ain't hot enough. The labels don't really be wanting them. The average cat that be saying that. And the other niggas who say that, it's after they realize what they could have earned selfishly, but forgetting that they had a machine behind them. So it still is a lose-lose in my opinion, because I'm a producer. I gotta eat off the rappers. And I'm eating, and a nigga hit me up the other day and said, "Yo, I could give you publishing." He asked me, he said, "Yo, you want to make money? Yeah, you must not want money." And I'm like, "Yeah, I want money. What's up? I got some beats, whatever."
Yeah.
And instead of just asking me for free beats, I would have gave it to him. But now you got to take your ego away and say that to me, like, "Yo, I ain't really got a budget. I got you." Because now you talking Big Willie shit. What kind of fool you think I am? If I'm spending thousands a month on shit, where you think it's coming from? I'm not selling drugs and none of that shit coming from music. So if you want to do music with me, you got to pay me. If you ain't got it, where's your investor? If you ain't got that, I'll probably throw you some if I feel like, yo, you know what? He been doing it for a minute. I respect him. But you're not going to be like you some getting money dude. Again, you got independence. Pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But dudes don't sign deals. And usually when you sign a deal, you get a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like when Low signed, you see how Johnny Stripes wanted to sign him cinematic? Mm-hmm. I got paid for them beats and songs before he heard anything. That, you know how headache freak that is? Now, of course, a label will probably say, listen, how a CEO supposed to make money? You know, everybody want their masters when they first get their deal. That don't work like that. Everybody want 100% publishing, $5 million deal. You don't get no 360. How is a label supposed to eat then? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's like you. If somebody wanted to come and do your podcast, if you like, if they got right to have at least an idea, like, hey, when we, instead of being in where you at right now, let's put you in a bigger studio. You might not want to, but that's the partnership of it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, hey, well, we gonna give you $7 million. We ain't giving you $7 million to sit right there. You see what I'm saying? But then you not.
How do you know you're not getting screwed though?
Because life is about, you see how he say he grind at 17, how he went in and out. Imagine if he had a record deal and he did that back then. Who the fucked up person? Him. But then the people would be like, oh, the labels. It's just set up for the labels to always get the, you know what I'm saying? When you a grown man,
come back to yourself when
because look,
the ego.
All you hear is super successful artists and artists that ain't got nothing say, why did I sign a deal? When you see an artist say that, it's either they got real hot and now they want more piece of the pie and break the obligation that was probably 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. And like I said, when they go independent, then they start, the same motherfuckers that say they getting jerked start fucking people over. Let's say they like, oh, I'm getting jerked. I want to go independent. Now they go independent, and then you hear producers saying, I never got paid. He was saying this was an opportunity to me. They don't let the dollar ever circulate. And that's fucked. Now that's fucked up. Because with a label, you ain't letting the dollar circulate anyways, but the label responsibility is like, yo, honey, we're going to pay this motherfucker up front, $5,000, and make sure he got publishing. Everybody can eat. But independence, you know, I just, again, like, unless they responsible, I look at their age too and the team with them. If they in their 20s, I'm not fucking with no independent cats, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you too young to know the responsibility of independence. And they'd rather spend money on weed and brag about, I'd rather trick on rappers than trick on a stripper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For my career, me personally, I done paid out of pocket for things that I see people like, yo, I ain't paying for that. For what? Da-da-da. But then go to the club and blow $3,000 on a stripper.
No, I feel that. So
that's so backwards.
I make so little money off this podcast to get by, but it's my fucking.
And where you gonna be at? It's worth it.
It's all worth it. I love the grind, but everything I make goes back into this. Like
independent.
I would never like Yeah, I smoke weed. Fucking shout out Weedy Gonzalez. Great weed. But I fucking dope ass weed. But like, no, I do. But everything goes back into what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to trick on anyone other than I want to be better tomorrow than I am today and get like grow myself. So
Yeah.
and not get screwed like that. I do get scared of like
But
losing my shit.
that's because when you see a lot of people complain, they talking about the nightmares. That's negativity. Because my thing is this: I don't think you committing any crimes, but think about it like this: I know cats. I come from the hood. I know cats who will sell drugs and they ain't selling it at a big scale, throwing rocks at the penitentiary every day to make $12,000 to $13,000 a year. So you mean to tell me a label come along or an investor come along and say, hey, I want to give you $100,000 to have a career, regardless, you'll be making more than $13,000 at the very minimum for the rest of your life. And then you do that, but then is a nigga telling you, nah, don't sign that deal, but he's okaying you to sell drugs. See what I'm saying?
No,
Or if you a shooter, the most I think a shooter getting is probably $5,000 to shoot a motherfucker, right? Let's just say that.
Nah, I got.
Now you gonna shoot a motherfucker, kill him, go to jail for the rest of your life, or get shot yourself. And that's for $5,000. A shooter a year is probably making $20,000 a year, $15,000 a year. But now you want to fucking say, "Oh, I'm not selling my soul away, nigga." You giving your soul away already. Like I just look at the worstest. I'm very a deep thinker like that. And look, I got out of a deal, and the deal was good for me. It came at a good time for me. I just had moved from Queens, and I got some bread. And when I moved from Queens, that particular day, I had zero in my bank account. I have nothing. And I ain't signed that deal that day, but when I started doing little things to get money and I signed that deal that year, that glow was just, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't wear the same clothes, I don't think, twice since that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not a rich man, but I know I'm on that path to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't fuck with, like, independent cats, yeah, because you gotta cut them. When you independent, you don't get a discount. The price is the price. So it's like they'll come, and I do a lot of, because a label will give me $7,500 for a couple, like 2 or 3 beats right up front without hearing them, without even listening to them. These independent cats, they coming with $2,000, $3,000, and I'm in get money mode, and I know I'm valuable, so I'll take it. But then it's like, can I hear that? Yo, you ever heard this song from this one? And it's like, my nigga, don't you reached out to me. Know what you reaching out for. Don't just reach out to me and then try to make me sound like this YouTube type beat motherfucker. Like, that's not about to happen. You know what I mean?
Because you're in the end, like, you got shit. You're helping out, like.
Yeah, I'm doing a favor.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to make you feel like that.
No.
I'm going to post it. I'm going to do everything. But I'm just saying, don't be too fucking picky. Because the average producer that's getting money other than me is not even answering that. They stuck on clout all day.
Well, that's like, I really do respect you guys coming because it is on, like, it's your time. Like, time's money. Like, I respect you coming out and doing that. No, for
and
real.
I appreciate you.
No, for real. So when did you start? You said you didn't. When did you start producing?
2007.
Right when you guys met for the first time.
You can say that. Yep. Because that's why, matter of fact, more than likely, because that's why I was coming around more and seeing them, because they was with everybody who just had notoriety. Like, I don't think he touched on that pause, but he had notoriety for battling. And like, what year was that? For years, even before the smack. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I knew who he was from Mad Cypher
Humble
days.
ass dude. Nimlo, humble ass dude.
You know, the life story can't get crammed all into one interview.
I understand.
But so it's shit that he probably ain't remembering. But yeah, that's how I met him, and I was just being around more. And Nipsey Hussle was my first placement.
Oh, for real?
My first placement is Nipsey Hussle. Yeah.
Out in
Nipsey was signed to Cinematic.
Okay.
Dizza and John Shipes, shout out to Shipes, made sure I got placed on something. Bullets Ain't Got No Name 3, the interlude. That's me. I did that. You know what I'm saying?
What year was that?
08.
So you had only been producing for like a year.
Yeah, but he stripped all the drums off my shit.
To be fair, what's big right now? No drums.
That's not what I really am into.
I'm just kidding. But he stripped that was your first placement?
Yeah.
Wait, Nipsey stripped the beats, the drums off your beat?
Because back then, that's another thing. It was a different era back then. So my confidence, I always been arrogant because I know back then Shipes had budgets for I think Sean Kingston, Question, Nipsey Hussle, and how the industry distributed beats. Like now I could just somebody could just DM me and say, can you email me some or send me their number and I text them the beats.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the blog era, it was a little more simple too, where it's like you see somebody on Twitter or they seeing you on Now Right and all that and they run down on you. But back then, it was like still prehistoric times, like the beat CD era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that shit is a real thing. Like the beat CD, I always say he went out when I see certain cats, I'd be like, that nigga wouldn't make it in the beat CD era. And that's how I judge if a cat is fire or not. And that's how I know I am, because it's been times, shout out Shipes again. He'll play beats. He'll have a beat CD. Back then in the industry, they'll make beat CDs, right? Give it to you. So I'll give you a beat CD from Alchemist, Sean CLV, Just Blaze. What you would do to give her beats is put that shit on your computer and make a best of the beats you thought was the best compilation with all them beats.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that back then we'll be playing beats and I could be on the beat CD with Alchemist, D Dot, Bank, all the top producers, but an unnamed producer could be in that too.
Yeah.
And if an artist say, wait, like this is where my confidence boost will come, even though it wasn't like I was getting picked over Just Blaze or nothing, but I know it's a beat CD with all them guys at their prime. Because remember in the 2000s, and somebody be like, yo, run that beat back. And I did it. And they be like, yo, no, don't go to that. Run that beat back.
But
and
you had only been doing it for a short time.
Yeah, but
what made you start? Like
Dizza. Cause like I was picking beats for this motherfucker and another nigga, he's with Numbers. But I remember when he went to go solo, cause Numbers wasn't cutting the slack or whatever, like playing around with it. And Dizza just had like again, when similar to Nim story, when he had his kids, he was like, nigga, I'm not about to be one of them niggas that tasted a little bit of success with the Sean Kingston shit and then go downhill. Cause the pressure when you have a woman and a kid and a household is so greater. You know what I'm saying? That's why, again, back to the independence. When somebody say, yo, don't sign no deal, and they offer you 6 figures, high 5 figures, or even $1 million, and you in your 30s now, and, you know, somebody saying, yo, sign your life away. Well, motherfucker, you gonna get me a job? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna do this and do that? Like, why am I about to listen to you? You ain't even got no solution to it for me to listen to you with. So it was just that. I remember he called me, and he was like, yo, everybody gonna have to pull their weight. And that shit was such a motivating thing to say, because I remember he like, yo, niggas just can't be coming around and sit around and shit. And I'm like, all right. So to me, he was telling me like, he said it. He was like, yo, you listen, you pick the beats. You ever thought, like, make some beats? Like, I need beats. Because back then, it was brutal. Like, you had to have a budget to get beats technically.
Yeah.
And if nobody ain't, if you ain't have a super name or nothing like that, this ain't had no deal back then. So it was difficult to get beats at the abundance he want. But if I could groom somebody to make beats, and they get nice at, like, they didn't think I was gonna get nice at it. But I'm a tunnel vision individual. I'm a super disciplined individual. Like, me and him got the routine. We wake up in the morning, work out at home, go to the gym and work out. After I go there, I might not even shower. I'll go making beats. If we got something to do, like today, I did that same thing. And then he called me out the blue. Yo, what you doing? What time I need to be dressed? That's the first thing that's how the conversation go.
Yeah.
I bet. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be ready. We never late, nothing. We on time for everything. So that's when I got into making beats. And then I went and bought a laptop because I was getting money to buy a laptop, at least $600 laptop, and then that's how I got crazy.
Before, you never even thought you were gonna do that.
I always liked it though. Like I said, Dizza used to have me around to pick beats for them to rap to.
Yeah, but you are like a known producer now, like, and you never, like, growing up, it wasn't like a dream to like.
Music was something I would want to do, but back then, because I ain't think of how I would be into music, it would be more so like Dame Dash or like Jermaine Dupri or like Puffy, like that's, but without the performing. But like that, I always thought I would be that, like Irv Gotti. I mean, I get inspired by them, but then producers too, because how they could be, they're more like a producer will be a better CEO than a rapper in my mind. If you said, yo, go, a producer will be a way better CEO than a rapper in my
Oh,
opinion.
totally. It's the performer mentality. Is
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
because like you're not getting up on stage and like spitting in front of an audience to get the like
like a
roar,
CEO, you
like-
have to think second.
yeah,
You have to see a rapper. They are CEOs too if they have to be. But what I'm saying is they thinking about me naturally as they supposed to in a way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I need clothes. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. And everything else is just revolving around them.
yeah,
So a producer, if you really a real good producer, you already like, I need shit too because we second line. But like this, rappers is quarterbacks, and a producer be a running back or a wide receiver. But nobody's more important than the fucking quarterback.
yeah. I feel like
As far as notoriety,
producers are starting to get shine like more, and that's what you were talking about the CD era, like producers not
Yeah.
being able.
they would not. These niggas
I
wouldn't
like that
survive.
you do full like you'll do this full project. It's not like
Yeah.
this producer, this producer,
Uh-huh.
this producer. It's like I like the full project done by one producer because you're right. That's like probably the beat tape, right?
Yeah.
It's like a full album.
Oh, in 2019, I went crazy. 2019, I started the year off with a joint called Uptown, and I was saying to producers because I ain't the first one to do a producer and rapper joint. In the 80s, that's how I went. Marley Marl did or what's Eric B and Rakim, they did that. So it started there.
Yeah.
And then it stopped
Guru
for a
and
while.
Premier,
Then
yeah.
they'll come again with Guru and Premier. Then they'll stop for a while. Then they'll come again Alchemist and Prodigy. And that's but the difference I made is like this shit is a fun thing to do. I never really seen like cats add the instrumentals to the project like me. I look for ways and chinks and armors and shit. That's how I naturally am. So I'm like, yo. And then I seen like when the Migos was real hot, producers I even had respect for had to like beg to be on somebody's album, and they lowered our value down in New York because now they just want to be seen like they doing something. They won't really get money, and rappers won't even tag them and stuff. So I said, listen, I'm never gonna go out like that. I said, yo, I got to create the placement so I don't have to beg for it because producers was begging for placements, and they still doing it, but. You know, they won't give the credit, but I started ODing and like, look, I'm gonna just do my own project. Cinematic had gave me a deal, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna just start doing my own shit. And actually, it wasn't even, they couldn't even take the workload I was coming with, because it was like, this dude is seasoned.
Because it's the talent. We were talking about this. Talent gets your foot in the door, but it's how much like work you're gonna put
90
in.
beats was placed in 2019. When the average producer probably plays 7 beats and get mad notoriety. See, I ain't have a big machine, so you like all the dudes that say they are looking for, they be having the ears, they lying, because I'll be everybody number one. If you just look at this year alone, I did J Grams, that's like what, 12 tracks. Money is the Motive, I did like 6 on there. Me and them did 7. December we dropped 4 series, there's like 7 on there. I did one with Shy Hef, another one with Dizza. Me and Lo, did we release any Lucy's this year? Or we probably featured on somebody else shit then, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm so all together, if you add that up, that's probably like 40 tracks I did this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I don't compare me to none of these niggas. They can't do that. And then when you listen to it full black, it's like, yo, this ain't no skips, ain't nothing. And I am an arrogant person. I'll be first to admit that. But I'm an arrogant with reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could back up shit.
Well, you have a deal. Like you have a deal. You're getting like, as you said, as you described it, is the best way I've ever heard it put. Honestly, for like why to sign a deal, because it's true. Because like you're getting paid. You don't have to worry about like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like,
yeah,
you're doing your work. You're getting respected for your work.
It's like even if you ain't got to deal with somebody corporate, even if you got an investor, that shit. And reason I don't like hood investors, like street cats doing it, because they try to turn the artists into doing what's popular, because they again, the multitasking shit, they coming from being in the streets, they looking at this as a hustle. Once we push hustlers out, people who trying to not hustle like getting money in the streets, like hustling somebody, like trying to outsmart. Oh, I'm investing in stocks today, and then I'm about to start shooting videos because I heard it's easy. Like with them hopeful, I call it lawsuit minded people. They trying to get a lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have them people sitting at you at the table.
You can
'cause
get a quick check like that, but it'll be gone in fucking
no,
6
not
months.
even. What I'm saying is you won't even get a check. You won't get to that point because they abandoned. All right, like me, Low and Dizza. Imagine if he, like he said, he couldn't stop because now we believe in him. So now let's just say another artist is trying to work with me. I'm focused on Low.
Yeah.
So now if he stopped and I already told this artist no, now I'm just left with my hands in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
You have to
kind
be a
of
man of your word.
yes. You know what I'm saying? So and we ain't got contracts with each other. So and even if we did, you still could breach it in a way. So it's like, okay, you gotta just like yeah, you like I'd rather fuck with the labels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me personally, because I'm a producer. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get to eat off the touring. You know what I'm saying? We don't get to eat off the merch. If like I mean that
But
could
you
be
had to
worked
teach
in.
all this yourself. Like
Myself. Yep.
Well, of course, with the team, but like,
But
you were the
barely myself, like the experience. Like I went through not getting paid for beats because that's another thing. When you knew you're not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get paid. You have
No.
to earn your shit.
people don't realize that you have to like. I would for so long just losing money
You
to
survived.
grind.
You passed the scaleway test.
You have to. And you
See,
have to
people-
make money before that. I'm not saying that I never made money. Before this shit, I was making money, but sometimes you got to follow your craft more than the making
Hey, yo,
money.
you know what's so real
For
about
real.
that?
Like, yeah. Making money wasn't like.
Where you figure out this is what I'm going to do, you won't mind doing it and not making money because you know where this is taking.
And you love it.
I already know I look disgusting as shit in that picture you just posted. I'm just kidding. I know. I'm just kidding. I just looked over and saw. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure. I'm for real. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. No, for real. I was just kidding.
Yeah, so it's basically like I done did back to also to piggyback what he was saying. This shit, coming from the lifestyle we lived. I was 15, also renting a room, lived out my mother's house. I left my mother's house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For different reasons, but I left. And I would move back in with my mother though. I was 15, so I would move back in with my mother, and I didn't leave far from where I was from because that's where my money was at.
183rd.
Facts, Grand Avenue, the West Side. You know what I mean?
You rep it.
I mean Davidson.
Look at that smile.
You know what I mean? But that shit, like for instance, I give real examples. In 2012 probably was my biggest year in music until now. Because I was right off in 2011, I came right off doing the ASAP Rocky. His first feature was with me, so I wear that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I never even meet him because the game was so fucked up at that time. And I worked with Kendrick.
Still
that
to
year.
this day.
I seen him before, but I never met him. Like he don't know. He worked with me 5 times, and never. The game was just so like, hey, he's into fashion blogs and all. Like they wasn't like I should be able to do hot beats, and your team's like supposed to reach out. That's how it's supposed to go. I shouldn't have to have a gimmick to get next to you.
No,
That's
but-
corny.
yeah.
But no, when they came in the game, not him per se, because of him, but the industry shaped like that, like a popularity contest. Like you could be talented, but hey, he don't wear Yeezys. Let's say everybody want to wear Yeezys. He not trendy, You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the best dressed than everybody.
Yeah.
But it's just it ain't in style, whatever. So that's how the game became. But what I'm saying is I worked with Kendrick Lamar, Dom Kennedy, Action Bronson, Freeway. And then 2012 came and they want more. I did Freeway Project, Free at Last. A lot of people don't know that.
I had no idea. Nah.
See what I'm saying? Because nobody was telling me, hey, you capitalize like this.
Yeah.
So Free at Last. And then we did the first Ringside. Me and Dizza did the wrestling rap shit first. And then the Ringside came out. And then that summer, the bomb dropped. Remember, A$AP Rocky still popular and everybody love him. But when he first came out, he was like, nah,
That
it's
was
hit.
different. Yeah.
I did the first posse record A$AP ever did. Full Metal Jacket. On the Lord's Never Will.
Shit, I know that. Yeah.
So I was so steaming hot and broke, son. Like I wasn't broke, but so I had to not paid off music. So I had to leave to hit a town. Just to explore myself. You feel me? Pause.
I feel you.
And when I did that, but keep it real because people need to understand, that's over 10 years, but I was running around.
I feel you.
And the problem with that is that when your mindset, like all right, the detox I had to do, like when I'm running around, people got certain attitudes and a certain aggression that I'm around people who's music people, and you talking and acting like that, like, hey man, and then now it's like I got to learn how to be a wolf again. And then I'm a wolf when I come back from there, because what I'll do is I'll take, if I made $10,000-$15,000 over a span of 2-3 months, I'll go cold turkey into this industry on my look, paying for things. This is what I want to do. And then go back. Now I'm a wolf and everybody's sheep where I'm at. And now that's, now they don't want to be around you and all that, because they pretending, they music promotes that they like that, but they really ain't like that. So now I got a detox. It's kind of like a schizophrenic thing, like a mental illness. Like I'm being a different personality. Now I got to get back into 183rd, this character, and where, don't take that personal. If this would have been the streets, yeah, you could take that personal, but you can't take this personal right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to understand that and learn that. And, that shit is very hard when you make so I'm like, I can't be playing both sides. So I got to just stay.
So you got it and had to go away because, like,
it was not.
You ever read The Alchemist?
I don't, nah.
It's a good book.
I got, see, because I be phony.
What were you getting out? No reading?
No, I read a lot.
All right.
But just not shit like that. Like I read the New Black Slaves.
Okay.
And stuff like
I
about
got
my
you.
ethic.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that.
No, I was just the read. Have you ever heard of
40
that
Man
book?
Slave, huh?
Have you ever heard of that book?
Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah.
I heard of that, 48 Laws, stuff like that. Yeah,
Reading anything right now?
No. Mm-mm.
No, but anyway, it's about like you have to, you have to fucking face the tough shit to get to like.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You have to go through the grind because then you don't enjoy. So what we're talking about, the worst thing to happen is the worst thing to happen, but you have to deal with that because then the high is gonna be so much better.
And then even us doing like, I seen an interview when Dizzy was explaining about his deal when he said something about perpetuity. And it's like, nigga, I did that deal with him. We got fucked together. Word up. And it's even worse because I won off his word.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if he got peanuts, to me it was looking like he had a fucking steak. So imagine the peanuts I got.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's not really his fault. Because again, people could tell somebody at a certain age with a certain responsibilities. Like you could tell a little nigga don't have to, a little kid, 18 to 24, I'ma just say your age, if you wanted to, because you're very mature if you're taking your career serious this young. Yeah. A young kid with talent don't know responsibility. You know what I'm saying? They don't have none, actually. They don't have kids. They probably don't even have a proper woman. They don't have responsibility. They don't have no bills. So all they got to do is to experiment drugs or be reckless. But now when you dangle a steak in front of a 30-year-old person who now, at the very least, like, I seen what I don't want to be doing. I know this is fucked up. And you tell them, no, stay independent. Da-da-da-da. Like, yeah, I'm young, but damn, how much time do you think? Like, I ain't trying to be doing this another 10 years not getting paid. Yeah. Or getting paid peanuts when fuck the candy shit of cars and clothes, where I got a girl now who's putting up. I'm in a relationship maybe now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got my crib got bills. She got her own crib. You feel what I'm saying? That's bigger bills. Car note, this, that, and the third. And the person telling you, hey, don't take no deal. Don't sell your soul. Like, what does that mean? You feel what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You got lawyers, you got obligations. Everybody different obligations. Everybody getting offered different money. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? I just seen some shit where Rory and Maul got 10 million. But they thought the height of what they was doing with who they was with Buttons, who was right. Buttons wasn't wrong either.
Yeah.
But it just, they outgrew it. And instead of it going left, it didn't have to go left. It could have been more of a conversation. But from hearing both sides, their communication, I could say about that, was very weak and horrible on both sides. Not just him, but because people want to vilify him, like, oh, he's grimy. No. Not just him. You know what I'm saying? Because they got lawyers and shit and looked over their contract too. Even if he ain't want to show them the overhead, they could have just said, yo, all right, we want to step away from this shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because they got their shit very short, but it still is off the strength of his show. It's everybody at the table when they see it like that. You know what I'm saying? Things could be a little better. I learned from stuff like that, watching stuff like that.
No,
what
but
I'm
you
saying?
have to be like a man of your or a person of your word. Like you
Yeah.
have to stand by that. That's what we're talking. And you have to what we were talking about. Step into the like fall, jump off the cliff. Like you
Yeah.
said, you got fucked by a deal. Like you got peanuts of peanuts. Like
Yeah.
fucking, but you still have this mentality because you're not giving up. You adapt to the.
Being a bum ain't even in my DNA, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
But off the past like 6-7 years, I've been eating solely just off music. That shit ain't me. I used to do whatever I was doing to look like I'm getting it off music. That stopped.
When you were in your when you had to go
run
around. Did you ever see like where you were now? Like where you're like,
yeah,
this is...
I had a chip on my shoulder and Stu got it. I should have been there faster. I was burning niggas back then. And the fact that of these artists who they's reaching out with, I really feel like they some clowns. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I really be feeling. Like, how was you? Because now look, them dudes ain't even nowhere, and I just kept going like this. So that's what I'm saying. I would have been where I was at before, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And look, I did it. But I did my roller coaster ride with Dizza. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
good.
where you believing in yourself. I was
Yeah,
gonna
and
say your
him.
cockiness, but
And
like in
believing
a
in him.
positive way,
Yeah.
is because like you had to go through that. It's not like you're coming on the scene like fuck it. You had to go through the dirt to get like that. So if you weren't like that,
Yeah, that shit is just, you know, I
you
had
do
some,
have to believe in yourself.
Yeah, but I had some doubt. Not that I'm gonna stop, but some doubt, like, because when the game changed to like when the Migos hit, people don't understand how dark it got for Northern producers. When the Migos and Future and Young Thug hit, everything had to sound like that, and that was considered the hip hop shit. So shout out like Dizza and Casanova, you know what I'm saying? Nim,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And Griselda. Those are the only brave people in the North. Everybody else was trapped out. Everybody else. Even some of my dudes, they was just trapped out. You know what I'm saying? And it made it real, you know, you could get dejected. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody wanted to do the dab, son. Shit was annoying. You know what I mean? So when that East Coast rhythm came back, Boston, Jersey, Philly, because when I say New York, I'm really mean even those states.
Yeah.
And
Buffalo, Rochester.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just when them cats kept it, like, yo, look, I always say this. Look at West Side. Look how many niggas probably said, that's not in style no more. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see that? So you got to be a visionary to say, look, man, it ain't, it's probably only 10 people in the Arab rhythm listening to it now. Now it's millions. You got even the pop, even the mainstream artists.
If you talk to them, Westside Con, they were locked up saying everything that was going to happen is happening right now. Like,
So imagine Westside walking in offices and they like, that's like how all them A&R should be fired that passed on him. Everyone.
yeah.
Because he walked in and said, yo, that means they never listened with their ear. Not one time. And that goes to show so now listening with your ears coming back. Because he walked in and guess what the parody excuse is? Yo, ain't nobody gonna listen to that. Or yo, he trying to bring back the 90s. But then they look up to Jay-Z. Like, it's corny how niggas treated him.
And I don't care. I'm not an Eminem fan, but he fucking that's a weird look for him to give.
Nah, but
Because
that's
I
up
knew
his
them
alley.
before that shit. But if you ask most people, they're like the shady record deal is when people found out about them.
Even me probably. I knew about West. West was already on it.
I heard
A little
Reject
before
2,
the shady.
like Reject 2, 2015. I was listening.
That's
to
when I
Conway,
probably got
like,
2014, 2015
Yeah.
when I was like, all right. Yo, you know what's so crazy? How I knew them niggas was special? I ain't know how Benny the Butcher looked until like 2020, 2019.
Oh, really?
Yeah, meaning and mind you, I knew his shit word for word. And I didn't know how he looked. That felt refreshing. It felt like a DJ Clue mixtape or something because I'm listening, I'm tuned in. I'm not going to blog. Blog kind of died down, so I didn't know how he looked. And I just didn't go on search him on Instagram. And that feeling brought back right there is pure music. I only care about people's music. Nowadays, I care about what sneakers you wearing. The music be horrible. What girlfriend you dating. That's the mainstream. I don't want to go through that. I like the midstream. It's through cats making 6 to 7 figures.
Attention is the universal currency. I'm not giving attention to shit I don't want to. I'm not going to give currency to people. Like, I'm not buying shit I don't want.
I want it gone.
Yeah.
I don't even want it. You know what I'm saying?
But, like, fucking, for real, like, Conway, shout out. Big reason I'm doing this podcast. 2016, met him.
Oh.
He didn't have to talk
Shout
to me.
out to him.
We talked for fucking 45 minutes about comedy. He hit my shitty blunt. I had a blunt that I put it was half weed, half tobacco guts. I put
Ew,
back in
man.
there. Still
I
talk
don't
to
even
me.
smoke.
Nah, gross, bro.
Damn.
Still talk to me for 40 minutes before his show, bro. Like, and it was love because it was.
Yeah.
I would listen to his shit. It would inspire me. And now look where. And he didn't know what was gonna happen. They didn't know what was gonna happen. Look at it now. Same with Dizza. Like, how long
Look how
has
he
Dizza been
doing
making
it.
music? Like,
Yeah. And look, he's still a new artist.
it takes 10 years to be an overnight
So
success.
look at all
That's
it.
what they
Look
say.
at him. I done seen niggas give deals they should have gave him to niggas that was hot for 5 months. And look at the investment they would have had in this. A workhorse #1 and talented. So all them cats that passed on him should never talk on music or be fired. And that's a fact. That's, you know, you gotta take accountability for your actions. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't sign Dizza or Westside or Nim, them niggas should be fired.
Yeah.
They should be fired. Now, but on the flip coin of that, you do have drill specifics. You know what I'm saying? But that's another genre. Drill comes from hip hop, but it's not a hip hop thing, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just put every black artist on some racist shit as a hip hop artist. Even what they doing in the South. That's not hip hop what they doing.
No.
It's talented. I enjoy it. But what we doing is a hip hop thing. And, you know, traditionally hip hop, I'll play the safe word and say traditional hip hop. And, you know, we the kings of that. That's why he's like, yo, no, we the kings of that. It's just we ain't got the biggest audience yet. But we the kings of that, hands down.
'Cause it's
when the
about
audience
quality
come,
over
the first
quantity.
motherfuckers they flocking to is us. I
Yeah.
can guarantee that.
Yeah. It's
You know what I'm saying?
quality over quantity. It's like the people who fuck with you and the fans respect you way more than just someone that they hear on the radio and shit. Like, that shit's real. You got respect from the best, like, even now, like, the best artists on the fucking tracks, like, you get the respect.
Yeah.
It's the quality.
Gotta build
not-
that shit.
You know? Man, so many beats you fucking... Currency spit one of the hardest bars I've
Currency.
ever heard on one of
What
your
song is
beats.
that?
The one with Westside. The one with Westside and Dizza and Currency.
You want Big Spender?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that beat.
You didn't do that beat? I thought your shit was on the album. I thought
Yeah, I
that
did
one-
most of the album, but I didn't do that. But I worked with Currency like 10
Damn.
times.
Okay.
And look,
That's
I
a
met him
great
for the
album.
first time when we went to New
He
Orleans.
just has a hard bar about Ron Isley, and that's it.
But look how the game go, how difficult it be. I just met Currency for the first time. I met him before, but
When you were down shooting the video?
yeah, that's sad a little bit.
That
you know
is
what I'm saying?
sad,
Because
yeah.
it's like, you know what I mean? So again, somebody could get, you know, people always screaming about mental illness. Somebody could get really dejected off that. Like, yo, I did da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And it's like you have nothing to show for it, not even a relationship or nothing. Like, not even an opportunity to play a motherfucker a beat. You know what I'm saying? That shit could. So you gotta understand how strong people are, cause they keep going. Like me, I don't take it personal. I just kept going. You know what I'm saying? Like keep going. You know what I mean?
It's the marathon. That's what we're talking about.
It literally is, man.
It's how long can you? I don't care about what you can do in 2 years. What can you do in 10 years?
Facts.
Like-
And I got 10 years in this shit, and ain't no producer in this shit with a better chain than me. They don't even got money. We talk about that shit all the
You
time.
gotta hold that shit up. They need to see it. Hold it up to the camera.
I'm getting another one in like 2 weeks, a bigger one, an even bigger one. See that 1/8? See the detail on that? It's black diamond, white. I mean, gold, 14K. I mean, with the motherfucking. You know what I mean? And I'm about to get another one.
Yeah. What are you
We all
about
about to
drop?
get new chains. He being humble. We about to, and we don't drop nothing less than 25,000 at the minimum on anything we doing. Facts.
What are you dropping for music?
2020. Honestly, I can't say shit.
All
but
right. All right.
I think we doing something this year, right? Probably,
Maybe.
right? But 2022, same going crazy. Me, him, me, Dizza, other motherfuckers. See, they got situations, so I can't say there.
I
And
understand.
we about to have a situation very soon. We got the situation, but no, they ain't cut that fucking check
Salute.
yet, right? But yeah, you know what I mean?
Salute both of you for real.
Thank you. Know what I'm
Because the
saying?
grind pays off. Like, and that's why it's very like humbling to talk to you guys, but it's also nice because now I know that my grind pays off. Like,
Facts.
you know, because I know, oh, I'm gonna stick
When
to
you
it.
follow me today, and I seen your followers, I said I know he gonna have hundreds of thousands soon. Let me get him while it's hot. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I already followed you. I was mad that I didn't already.
No, it's cool. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
know, but whatever. But no, I
I
appreciate
followed right back
that.
immediately. I knew who you was.
Thank you, man. I
He
really-
just briefed me, and I'm a research motherfucker. So when he says your name, I remembered you had posted him, or he had reposted you,
yeah.
and I went looking right there, and I was like, oh I can't wait to do this shit
That means a lot.
because
man.
we don't have media that, like, again, only mainstream, same story shit, same style. Everything got to be super disrespectful or problematic. I don't really want. I just want people to care about music and shit with me. I don't want to care about if I hurt somebody before, or if I diss somebody before, and all that. That goes into the fact that at times, but it's just overuse right now.
Yeah. I'm not trying to ask like the questions that are what's gonna go fucking trending, right? What's gonna go viral on that?
Because look, you
shit,
get
like-
plugged to that.
Yeah.
Let's say, it'd be artists that kill someone and they music is the best, and then now everybody want to interview them and they get stuck. That gets stuck to them, the murder, and then now they got to make music playing into that character and shit.
Yeah.
And this nigga probably was a lo-fi artist. You feel what I'm saying?
For real, yeah.
It's so fucked up how that happened. So the media got to do better with that shit.
No, you got to be honest, but you also have to be like, I honestly do love it. Like, it is a
Yeah.
passion. Like, and I don't think a lot of people are doing it not because it's a passion, just because they think it's an easy way to get on.
Yeah, like I said, we gotta get rid of them hustlers. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? People trying to hustle you. Not hustlers grinding. We talking about hustlers like, hey, I'm gonna get in that. That's the hot bed, I'm gonna get in that. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, come on, you oversaturating shit, homie. Now we can't make money how we. That's why motherfuckers be. That's another thing. When niggas like, ain't no money in music, for who? What do you call money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you making, like, if of course I want to make more than this, but if I can make 200,000-300,000 a year of anything, you can't call that no money. I don't give a fuck if you're a billionaire. You can't say,
Yeah.
oh, that ain't, because look, and then we talking about personally. For me,
The average is like
200,000-300,000
$60,000 a year that people
No, in the
make.
black community, the average black man make 13,000. The woman bring home the money. That's statistic.
13.
And they 40,000. The woman and that man, black male, because they don't be having jobs, bringing 13,000.
13,000.
The-
What can you do
The
on
top,
thir-
the top 3% brings in 150,000 black males, so they don't even make over 150,000. The successful ones, and the 10% is in the 70 to 100.
And then you see
That's
people give up
10%.
their lives for 5,000, 10,000.
Like I was
people
just telling
ruin.
you. So when a nigga come with you with a
yeah.
deal and want to do a deal with you for 20,000, and you like, oh no, I'm not signing my life away. You just don't like responsibility and following obligations, nigga. And I can't do this business with you because you'll take a quick $2,000, but you talking about signing your life away. And really, these dudes don't be signing their life away.
They don't care that
Like,
much
look,
about your life.
I just, for me, right? If I was just giving away beats for free to popping artists, and now somebody came along and said, hey, we want to do 2 albums with you. We'll give you 20 grand per project. How did I get jerked? Oh, you only got 20,000. Yeah, I was making nothing off that
Yeah.
before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's
just,
totally-
now
But
maybe
they-
when
if
I'm
they-
established, I could say, hey, I want 20,000 for 4 beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
3 beats. You know what I mean? And publishing and royalties. Then you could start finessing it. Like now I'm able to swing my weight around. But I did climb it to where I was making.
But then you try to make an easy 2K, and it's like, what the fuck's that when you're not doing anything with
Yeah,
this?
but then you try to make $2,000 doing some scamming or whatever and risking your freedom. You see what I'm saying?
That's selling your soul.
People just want a handout. They got that
Yeah.
lawsuit mentality. I don't want to have to work for nothing. Like me, I'm gonna do this shit to my eyes till I close my eyes in some
Okay.
way, shape, and form. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm in it for the long run. Like I see motherfuckers like Smokey Robinson, nigga, like 7 years old, Quincy Jones, and
Yeah.
even Puffin them. They still involved. I just seen Jermaine Dupri and Currency doing it.
Currency, fucking.
Currency, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, it's like you gotta do something. Even when you retire, you still working. My mother's 67. She retired for about like 5 years now. She still do what's them jobs called when it's not a full-time, part-time work.
You
know
need a
what I'm saying?
purpose.
Oh shit, excuse me. But yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, she still do part-time work because the bills don't stop. All right, yeah, she might get the retirement thing, but that's only just enough.
That's only like $35,000 a year. Like,
A year? Nah, I think her retirement is way more than that. 35,000. You said 35,000?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
35,000,
that's enough
yeah.
for her to pay her rent and her light bill. After that, she want to still drink. She still want to smoke. My mom smoke weed. She still want to smoke her weed. She still want to go to City Island and Atlantic City and shit like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that should be.
Man, thank you so much for doing this. For real. I
No doubt.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, man. Let me shout out something real quick.
Oh, yeah, of course. Do everything you need.
Well, me and my dude, 100 Grand Royce, we dropping a project soon, November 17th, actually. We just dropped the video today.
Oh, yeah?
The project's called Food and Beverage. Like, reason I'm reading it is because he had to tell me everything because I got projects with Low. I got projects with other artists, and
You're a busy dude. I understand.
do this. Like, this ain't corny. Like, this is responsibility. I told him, called him, tell me the rundown of what's what. I know it's our project, but I need to know, and this shit is moving fast.
Nah, I got you.
You should actually have him up here one day, 100 Grand Royce.
Yeah, I'll follow him after.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he got a story and all that shit. And yeah, man, let the dollar circulate, man. That's my word for everybody. Let that dollar circulate, B.
I'll check
Word
out
up.
that album. Man, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
For real. Peace out, everyone.
All right, peace, y'all.